The 2021 season has come to an end, and we saw some amazing rallying throughout the entire year. Things were a little different this season, though, as some of the events were still spectator-free and the Oregon Trail Rally was moved to November. To kick things off, the Snowdrift season opener that took place in northern Michigan was moved to February for the first time and was also reduced to a one-day event due to COVID-19 restrictions. The schedule wasn't the only thing that was different at the first rally. Barry McKenna moved back into an open class R5 with the Skoda mysteriously missing. Seamus Burke moved into a Mitsubishi Evo instead of the Escort. And this was the first taste of the Ely Barta and Mark Piakowski battle that we saw the entire season for the championship. The stages were extremely slick and there were a ton of offs, including Booth and Coyne in the same corner. This was mostly due to each stage running 3 times during the one-day event. At the end of the rally, Travis Pastrana came out victorious, with Brandon Semenuk in second and Barry McKenna in third. McKenna also mentioned that Snowdrift was probably the least fun he's ever had at a rally. The next rally on the 2021 schedule was 100 Acre Wood, which took place in Missouri. This is where we saw the return of Ken Block behind the wheel of a Skoda for his first non-Ford event after his contract ended. McKenna made history by debuting a new M Sport WRC car with modifications to fit the ARA rules. However, he lost 2.5 minutes due to a puncture, but he was able to make up another 1.5 minutes during the rest of the rally. Seamus Burke also returned back to his comfort zone in his Mark II Escort. Once again, these roads were extremely rough and made it a harsh rally for everyone that weekend. Pastrana was able to add another victory for the season, with Block taking second and McKenna rounding out the podium. Pastrana said, "This weekend feels just like 2006 with all the competition, but there's nothing really we can do to put the Imprezas on McKenna's level, it appears."
785, big straight turn, 3 left, minus quick.
Olympus Rally did not disappoint. A lot of action took place over the roads of Washington and made for an epic weekend of racing. Block returned to the rally with a new Subaru from Vermont Sports Car, while McKenna had to withdraw at the last minute due to a family emergency. With that being said, the rally was left to Vermont Sports Car drivers to battle for the overall win. There were also a few visiting drivers in the RC2 class, with Josh McLaren in a Hyundai and Callum Devine in a Ford. McKenna Motorsport also debuted the Mark II Fiesta R5s. Pastrana won again, Block took second, and McLaren took third. Southern Ohio Forest Rally was the first rally back that allowed spectators since January 2020, and an added new Tarmac Super Special allowed spectators to see the cars fly. This rally showed the drivers and co-drivers why it was the most technical on the calendar this season. McKenna's WRC car was finally able to shine without any punctures or issues. However, Block had a suspension failure on day 1 that ended his weekend early. Day 2 came with some radio issues, hours of delays, and canceled stages, plus the weather played a big factor into the overall drama for the weekend. McKenna ran away with the win. Pastrana took second, and Semenuk finished third. During the New England Forest Rally, we saw the most competitive open 4-wheel drive field in the ARA Championship in over a decade. Off-road motorsports Hall of Famer David Higgins made a one-off return in McKenna's Fiesta and was able to come away with the win. 16-year-old trophy truck driver Jax Redline also made a debut in Block's Kazi V2. NEFR had some incredible competition as every driver slowly pushed each other to retirement.
Oh, nice! Oh, nice! We're good. No, my bad.
Sama.
Oh, it sucks. All right, jump out. We gotta get out.
Yep.
We're in the fence.
McKenna had mechanical problems, while Block and Redline had transmission failures. Pastrana was leading going into the last stage, but ended up flipping his car with just 4 miles left in the rally. Semenuk took second place behind Higgins, and visiting Irishman Marty McCormick was third in a McKenna Motorsport Skoda. Ojibwe Forest Rally had some new drivers that joined us that weekend, including Texas Dave, who suffered a minor roll but showed incredible pace before and after. UK driver Tom Williams rallied in one of McKenna's R5s, and he also joined us for the first time. The battle for LN4 reached its peak of the season, with Ely Barta and Mark Piakowski finishing just 2 seconds apart. Seamus Burke and Martin Brady hold on and fight to take the 2-wheel drive championship. Semenuk had a minor roll in testing, but that roll damaged the car just enough to fail tech and he was not able to race, ending his weekend before it even started. The main battle of the weekend was between Pastrana, who needed a win to take the overall championship, and Ken Block. Pastrana was dominant the entire weekend and ended up taking the overall win and clinched the championship for the 2021 season. Block was second and Ryan Booth was third. The Lake Superior Performance Rally took place in the beautiful Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Subaru Motorsports USA was missing from the rally due to driver conflicts, which means Block was the only driver left with his caliber of vehicle. Ely Barta pulled out at the last minute as well due to a family emergency, giving Mark Piakowski the LN4 title for the 2021 season. There was a strong battle between Paul Rowley and Joseph Burke the entire weekend. However, Burke ended his rally at LSPR with a suspension failure. This weekend, we also saw Kyle Tilley step up into a McKenna R5 for the first time. Ken Block won his first U.S. rally since 2014 with Paul Rowley second, and Texas Dave was able to keep all four wheels on the ground for a blazing pace and took third overall. The Oregon Trail Rally brought the curtain down on a pulsating American Rally Association presented by DirtFish national season, and for Brandon Semenuk, it represented redemption. We finished the last weekend of the season with 3 great days of rally. The first day, there were 2 super special stages at Portland International Raceway. This gave spectators a chance to watch their favorite drivers and co-drivers. The next 2 days showcased the beauty of Oregon and Washington. One of the most famous stages on the calendar this year was Maryhill. Built in 1911, it was the first asphalt road in the state. The drivers raced on the restored lower section of the road and transited out via the unrestored upper section. Another iconic stage that weekend was Boyd Jump. This is where we saw some cars flying almost 120 feet. On his first ever rally in the USA, Hamad Al-Wahabi greatly impressed everyone in the championship with his 4th place finish. He also had some strong times compared to the more powerful Subarus in his McKenna Motorsport Ford Fiesta Rally 2. Javier Castro didn't quite manage the same pace, but that was no mean feat given his R4 Toyota is less powerful than Rally 2 machinery. Castro, also contesting in his first ARA event, was a solid 5th overall. Finishing out the 2021 season, Semenuk beat Pastrana by 23.4 seconds, with Ken Block another 26.4 seconds adrift in 3rd. This season of rallying has been an amazing one, with some great drivers and co-drivers joining us from all over the world. Make sure to head over to DirtFish.com to check out all the recaps from the 2021 championship and to see the dates for next year.